Hey Angela, thank you so much for purchasing the Twinflame reading. I greatly appreciate it. Um, I usually do this differently. I usually lay out all the cards and then kind of meditate on it a little bit, and then do the video. But I would, excuse me, I was guided to go ahead and start the video. As I was laying cards. I have already laid these three cards. I've got the Knight of Shields in reverse, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay, so a couple of things. First off, the name Jennifer. I don't know if it's attached to you or him, but Jennifer, I feel like it's attached to you some way. I don't know, maybe a middle name, or if it's your like a real first name, Angela being a middle name, or if it's a sister or mother or grandmother. I don't know, but the name keeps coming up. Generally, when I am tapping into your energy. So Jennifer is. I don't know exactly what that has to do with. It was just important for me to say the name, for whatever reason. Okay, so now into your reading. So far I feel like, in some way that, and it may be because, but I feel like in some way you could be holding back, or holding back, that's not the right way I want to say that. Prolonging the process of getting to union with your twin flame, and that could just be, like an imbalance of focus, more focus on the union than focusing on yourself and your own, ascension and healing and all of that. We'll get more cards, obviously. But that's just what I was picking up so far, because we do have two knights, and they're both going, this way, which is away from the reading, and, because the reading's going to go this way. So they're kind of like, it's like you're looking in the past, and maybe clinging to the past about how things were in the past. And one thing that is definite is whatever relationship that we may have had in the past with our twin flame, that is not what it will look like in the future. If it's a true twin flame situation, that is not what it'll look like at all in the future, because once you've come together and then went into separation, I don't know why that's moving a little bit. Hold on one second. I've got a little bit of bounciness and I'm not sure why. To put something in here to keep it from wobbling. Maybe? Yeah, that's more sturdy. Okay, so anyway, it won't look anything like it did in the past. You will have healed, and changed and progressed, and he will have healed, changed, and progressed. So it's not productive to anyone to look towards the past. And that could be holding up some progress, because we are divine mirrors. And, like when we raise our vibration, chances are really, really good that in some way the divine masculines are raising their vibration as well. We do have the Hermit. And the Ace of Swords. So, yeah, either you will gain this clarity about looking about, and it could be this reading that, sets off this, this actually is Merlin. I said, the Hermit, but it's the Satan card. But in this deck, it's called, the Merlin. And it may be this reading that triggers, hey, quit looking in the past, because this is truth and clarity, and this is like, and he's looking, wow, he's looking back that way too. I don't know if you can tell, he's such a dark card, but laying down, well, even, that is so backwards. Okay, so laying down, he's looking the other direction. So yeah, he's looking back at the past, and he's like, I'm clear now what's going on, what I need to work on, or what I need to change. And again, this is your energy. I'm sorry, I actually don't think I said all of that in the beginning of this like I usually do, because the Jennifer was really prominent. It just kept coming through every time I would think your name and try to tap into your energy. The name Jennifer come up. So yeah, I'm gonna do 2 rows of cards here for you, and then like what's going on with you in this situation, and possible ways that you can help yourself and help union come closer together, and then 2 rows for Jason, and then 2 rows for like potential outcomes and things like that. So, and that's generally how I do these readings, especially when there was no specific questions asked. It's a little bit different when there's specific questions. Actually, I think it's better to do it like this. For one, you generally get more cards than specific questions. And so I feel like you get a little bit more detailed reading. But that's just, for me, it's just the way it works out. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I want 1 or 2 more cards. And oh, by the way, you are my second video for my new space. So, and I'm loving this space. I've got so much more room for you guys to see the cards laid out, and I'm really digging the space. I finally got the computer issues that I was having. I wasn't sure if that was you in my live last night, but I was trying to let you know that I was going to be working on your reading, and that I was definitely having some major computer issues. But in the live last night, I was having to use my phone because I was still having the computer issues. I think I got the bugs worked out. I was able to upload another video. But anyways, you don't care about all that right now in your private video. So get a few more cards. There's the 2 I need. Okay, we've got Rebirth in the reverse, and the 9 of Cups in reverse, and the Tower as the bottom of the deck, overall energy. Okay, girlfriend. And when I say girlfriend, that means I'm getting ready to lay down some straight talk. And people don't always like the straight talk, but I can only give you the real deal. I won't bullshit you and give you just all fluff. You're holding back your own progress. There's not going to be any rebirth or 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, until you realize that you've got to move forward for your own self. When you've got to get clear, you've got to get into this Merlin energy of being clear on your spiritual path. And because right now he's looking back. He's like, this is what is holding me back. This is what's keeping me from being reborn and having sorry, I'm trying to get used to being on the laptop. Okay, being reborn and having everything that you want, getting your wishes fulfilled. But clue, Tower here, bottom of the deck, overall energy. So this could be this reading giving you the realization, like the Rafiki hitting Simba on the head, and he's like, ow, and he's like, that hurt, and he's like, yes, the past, it hurts. So we don't want to keep hurting ourselves. We don't want to keep holding on to the past. Your divine masculine is going through whatever he's going through, and it's cool to like check in on the energies and things like that and see where they're at and what's going on, but only as long as you're doing your own healing, moving forward in your own progress, and realizing your own blocks to love and union, because we all have them. I realize new ones all the time for myself. Every time I think, oh, it's just him and he needs to, get his shit straight, that's usually when I come to another realization for myself going, oh, fuck, I need to fix this. And yeah, so you're going to have the Tower moment, and then the Five of Wands is underneath that. So you're going to quit fighting with holding on to this past situation. I feel like, yes, ma'am. Look at this. We got the Sun underneath that. And then the Two of Pentacles underneath that. So you're going to be making a choice. I feel like you're going to, do the right thing for you and your divine masculine and move forward, with your own healing. And that is the best thing that we can do, because there's no way that the divine masculines will ever come back if we are not healed. I'm sure you do watch my regular videos, you've heard me say about, like, if we come together, before all of the healing is done, then it's just going to blow back apart, and it's just going to take longer to get to that actual union where we're actually cogging. Because if we're only, clicking together a little bit, then it's going to click out of sync anyway, like clock mechanisms. So we've really got to focus, on our own healing and our own ascension. And like I said, it's cool to check in on them. It's cool to watch videos, and it's cool to get readings, but not to a point of neglecting yourself. And, again, if you watch my videos, you've heard me talk lately about, like, eating better and quitting smoking and quitting drinking Dr. Pepper. Well, that is forms of self-care that I never, ever actually, like, and which is crazy. I never actually gave it, a lot of thought. But that's so crazy, because those are some of the most major self-care items that we can do for ourselves. And ever since then, like, I can feel my own energy just so light. I mean, just, I can feel the ascension. I can feel the energy so much stronger. So, definitely take care of you. Focus on your healing. Focus on, what makes you happy, what makes you feel healthy, what makes you feel creative and passionate. Because we have to have every single one of those things for ourselves before our divine masculine can have those for us. We want them to be everything that we want, but we have to be that for ourselves first. So, okay, let's go into the next row and see if we can get some more energies for my friend Angela. By the way, that's my name. That's my real name. My name is Angela Dawn. I have a feeling you've been in my lives, and on my other readings, so you've heard me say that. But yeah, and I always, every time I say my full name like that, I always hear my mother, Angela Dawn. Anyway, alright. And Angela. Get the Ten of Cups in reverse. Okay, so that's a devil, girlfriend. We got the Ten of Cups here, now we got it in reverse. See what else we got with that, because I can go a couple of different ways here. The World. I wonder where my decks kind of look like they got wet. Or, yeah, especially this deck. I wonder if it's just all the moisture. It's like rainy here in Oklahoma, and could just be all of the humidity and dampness. Got the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups. So yeah, I feel like you're getting it, like you're gonna get it, whether it's this reading that, you know, pushes you forward in figuring out that you've not been giving yourself enough self-love. Like, you're gonna have to change something in your daily life that maybe you've probably thought, I need to change this, or I need to do this different, or something. There's something in your daily life, and it could have something to do with something that you're passionate about, or you used to be passionate about, or you need to find a passion. But that is going to be a form of self-love for you. Because right now I feel like you are not loving yourself enough to bring about this change. Again, something in your daily routine or your daily life. But I feel like it's like one of those things, like the quitting smoking for me. Like, I knew I needed to quit smoking, just for health reasons. But I also knew that I wasn't really planning on, trying anytime soon. So it's something like that, like the smoking and knowing that you need to quit. But I feel like it's more of in a creative way for you. You may do writing or painting or music, something in a creative way. I feel like you create something, and maybe you used to be passionate about it, maybe even when you were a little kid, and for whatever reason you've gotten out of it, and so you're not being very self-loving. Season, I may have to start putting my cards in Tupperware with some saltine crackers to suck up the moisture. That's just kind of crazy. And if you haven't checked out Patreon, I have started a Patreon. There's a link in the last video that I posted for the Divine Masculine, and it's Angel of the Dawn on Patreon. And there will be free content on there. Right now there's 3 tiers set up, and there will be probably more, but there will also be free content, which will probably be a lot of things like just messages, like typed messages, and videos that I normally put up on my YouTube channel. So, 7 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like you could be apprehensive about trying something different, or I'm seeing like putting like all your eggs in a basket, or planting seeds here. You could be afraid to start something, to put some effort into something, and it could have something to do with this. I feel like like project or creative something. All right, so we've got Three of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. If you are currently Five of Swords, okay, if you are currently in a third party situation with your divine masculine, I feel like you don't think that you have any other option. But I feel like for now, if you have any contact with your divine masculine at the moment, I feel like you really need to cut off contact with him for a while, because you've got the Five of Swords here at the bottom of the deck, and then underneath that, you've got the Four of Swords. So I feel like you need to take some time out and, really, really concentrate on you. If you are in a, if there's communication, I feel like there needs to be cut off communication here. Oh, this card. Cut off communication for a while. And you need to, really think about yourself. Put yourself first. And that's gonna bring you happiness. That's gonna bring the Sun. That's the next card underneath the bottom of the deck. So, those are cards for you. So now we're gonna move these up. We're gonna keep them out, but we're gonna move them up. So cause my new space is big, but it doesn't have enough space to hold all these cards laid out for this reading. And this is the biggest reading that I do, and it has a buttload of cards. Alright, Jason is a water sign. Alright, so oh, my cards are wet. I don't like that. Alright, so I didn't have a chance yet to meditate on these cards. Give me 1 second. Alright, we've got the Eight of Batons, which is the Eight of Wands, the Knave of Swords in reverse, which is the Page of Swords in reverse. The Tower. So I feel like, I get the feeling he knows he needs to communicate one way or the other, but he's not. And it could be because, because he's been immature about it in the past. It could have been immature communication in the past, but that's getting blown up. He's got a Tower moment, so that's also a mirror for you guys. So it could be some realization. He could just realize, hey, I know I need to communicate. Got the Two of Batons. It looks like he could be making a decision. Ten of Batons in reverse, which is the Batons is wands in this deck. Making a decision, but it looks like he's making a decision, and I think I talked about this in the Divine Masculine video last night. When I see the Ten of Batons in reverse, I feel like that is other people's burdens, not the person that, the read is for. And so in this case, it's him. So I feel like he could be making the decision to not put down other people's burdens. Or it could be a realization that he needs to, because of this Tower moment. Because then we've got the Moon. So yeah, coming out of illusions, Two of Cups. So if he is in this third party, or if this is a third party situation and he is with a karmic, I feel like he is getting clear, like the veil is being lifted. Any the words I'm looking for, any illusions he had about the karmic and that situation, I feel like is coming to a head. He's coming to realize, and he's realizing it's not, his Two of Cups. It's not his divine union. Boy, that's not coming in very good. Yeah, these white cards, they're harder to see, at least on the webcam part. But I think, yeah, the Devil, he's realizing that this is toxic energy in the karmic situation, or that he's been toxic in the situation with you. This could be either way. This Tower moment, though, is going to be enlightening, I believe, for him. And it's going to reveal some things. The veil is going to be lifted. It's going to bring illumination. I don't know why I'm looking for those cards. Illumination on the situation, and whether that's for him, like illuminating how he has been, or illuminating, the situation with the karmic partner. But regardless, and the Devil, again, I'm sure you watch my videos, the Devil is like toxic thoughts, feelings, beliefs, actions, addictions, obsessions, and addictions can be a plethora of things as well. Drugs, alcohol, gambling, shopping, just clothing, whatever. Okay, this is pretty cool. That was on the split. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wait. Wheel of Fortune and the Death card. So, cycles ending and beginning, transformation. So, those aren't, I'm not taking those because I wasn't ready to pull cards yet. But that was pretty cool. And with the Tower and the Devil, that could exactly be the direction that he's headed. Yeah, I thought one flipped over. I guess not. Nope. Those all wanted to come out. Yeah, 4 of Wands. So now we're talking Twinflame. 10 of Wands. Now he's putting down the burdens. The Knight of Wands. Could be afraid to move forward. Could have some fear. I mean, the King of Swords generally doesn't have any fear. And this could be, like him needing to say, he could have to say a lot of truth, speak a lot of truth before he can actually move forward. And that could be to the karmic, that could be to you, that could be to other people. Like in his family, he may have to stand up for you and him to his family, or friends or whatever. But I do feel like that, and especially, if you're doing your work up here, I feel like this is going to help him transition to this energy. If you're focusing on yourself and your healing and your ascension, then he will make these choices. I mean, because it's a energetic balance and pull. And do keep in mind, these are only potentialities. Energy is fluid and time is an illusion, and we have free will. So, sometimes things can be going projectively in a positive way and then take a negative turn. So, this is what I'm picking up right now. That if you're doing your work, he's going to, something's going to be revealed to him about the toxicity of either himself or his relationship, and he's going to take control of the situation. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the Emperor, although I get that energy from the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse, and the King of Swords. I feel like he's got to take control of the situation, really speak his truth to someone else or several someones about the situation, about what he really wants. Yep, about who he's passionate about. Queen of Wands. Whoops. I just hit Pepper in the head with that card. Sorry, Pep. Not that you can hear me. Yep, now we got the Knight of Swords. So this could happen quickly. And my guides are just almost screaming, you do your work, and this tower is going to come in and like some kind of realization for him. It's going to blow everything else apart. And it could be that he watches what you do. I think I did a video the other night that was talking about, or maybe it was the live I did a couple of nights ago, or I was talking about the divine feminines, being the front lines and going through the trenches, and then the divine masculines watching that. And it's scary, but eventually most of them, I don't necessarily think all of them, because we do have free will, but most of them, I think, and it looks like Jason is one that is pushing on the positive side of this, to realize, what his mission is and his divine purpose, and that he is divine, and that you are his twin, and that, what you guys need to do. So, but I'm feeling like you gotta do you, boo-boo, and everything else will fall into place. And you've got to trust that. You've got to trust that in the universe and in the divine plan and in yourself, that you doing you and making yourself happy first is going to bring in everything you could possibly ever want. It's going to turn these two cards. Oh wait, no, these two cards. The rebirth that's in reverse over here, and the Nine of Cups, Nine of Cauldrons that's in reverse over here, in the upright. Because then he's going to come in and he's going to be like, yep, that's my twin flame. What do you guys got to say about it? That's who I love. That's who I'm passionate about. That's who I want to be with. And it's going to happen fast. Once, all these, check marks are ticked off. Once you've done your thing, and once he's had this tower moment, it's going to be swift. Yeah, we got the Hanged Man and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I kind of get the feeling, and the Page of Swords, so he could be watching you. Or he could be at this, at this point he's going to be wanting to deliver a message, and it's once he realizes, once all of this happens, and then we're going to have this energy. Let's see, how are these cards? We've got the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man was supposed to be in the middle. Hold on. The Knight of Swords. Hanged Man. Okay. There we go. No. Yep. How's that? Okay, yeah. So we've got the Knight of Swords. He's trying to figure out, do I go fast or slow? He won't want to go slow once all of this is realized. But this is all, energy to come. This is projected energy, potentialities. So let's go ahead and pull some cards for projected outcomes. Perfect. I mean, sometimes it does, but one more. This deck is hard to shuffle sometimes because it's so big and wide, and they're really stiff. They're really good cards, like really good made cards, but they're pretty stiff and they're really wide. Seven of water. That's about choices. So again, I feel like this is coming back to the choices that you each make. Like, these are potential energies. Like, once you start focusing on you and, you know, doing what you already know in your heart and soul that you have to do for you, regardless of him, then that energy is going to, like, trigger, obviously in a good way. Well, it could be like in a bad way at first, you know, but trigger Jason into doing what deep down his heart and soul know to be what needs to be done for him. So, it's making me mad. Yeah, it's all about choices. Four of fire, yep. That's the Four of Wands again. That's another double. That's the Twin Flame card. And I like it in this one because it even looks a little bit more Twin Flamey. Well, see, oh, that one, yeah, it kind of, like, you get the 11-11 look from the Four Wands. And you do here too, but you got two prominent right in the front and then two kind of in the background. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, I really like that one for a Twin Flame card. So yeah, making the choices that are going, you know, that are going to bring you guys together. But unfortunately, it takes the Divine Feminine to move forward first and to really embody that Twin Flame energy of doing the healing, doing the work, you know, being on the front lines, trudging through the trenches, not holding on to the past or what you thought things were supposed to look like, because it's going to look different. It has to look different. Because if it was going to be the same as it was before, there would have been no reason for separation. Three of Earth. That can be a marriage card. So it could be marriage or commitment. This could be not holding on to old ideals of what commitment is supposed to look like, or what that, you know, it could be in a different way than what you're used to. Hold on, I dropped another card. Ace of Cups. And so, so yeah, it could look different. Or this could be not holding on to the past and what you thought things were going to be. And then you will get the offer of love, the Ace of Cups, and the commitment offer and offer of marriage. I apologize in advance if my daughter bursts in, because she just got home and does not know I'm recording, so you may hear her. Yep, we got the Ten of Earth, girlfriend. So once you, hold on, then we got the Six of Fire. I'm not even going to pull another row, because it's pretty self-explanatory. If you make the choices up here, if you lead the way, and you do what's best for you, always do what's best for you. Don't let him bring in any devil energy to you anymore. Like I said up here, if you are in contact with him in some way, right now may be a good time to cut off contact for a while, in a loving way, in a unconditional I love you but I need my space kind of way, and because I feel like they are in this devil energy, and so you will need to lead the way, be the front lines and trudge through those trenches, make the choices that is going to bring in your twin flame. And you got marriage, you've got the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Earth and the Six of Fire, girlfriend. This is success. This is moving forward successfully. The Ten of Earth is the happy wife, happy life. So yeah, we definitely got marriage here. Commitment, commitment, marriage. That whole backwards thing is just kicking my ass. So, and the Ace of Cups, a spiritual connection in unconditional love. But you can't hold on to the past or any ideals of what you thought it should look like, because it may look different, or it may feel different, or hopefully it does feel different, because if something ended in the past, there was a reason. So you want it to flourish and be something brand new. And that also could be this Ace of Water here, this Ace of Cups. This could be saying, it's going to be brand new. It's going to be something unexpected, because it's going to be better than what you thought, as long as you focus on you and what is right and important for you. So that's what I got, love. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading. And again, I thank you so much for your purchase. I love you so very much. And peace, love, and light out. Until next time.